Hi, it's Barbara C. Phillips, founder of Nurse Practitioner Business Owner, and I wanted to take the time to answer a question that I've been getting a lot of in my email and even phone calls, and that is, what do I do about a cash practice? How do I do it? How should I start this sort of thing? All of those kinds of things. And so I wanted to do that today, and I've taken one of the questions that I recently received, and because it kind of compiles everything together. So let me read that to you. This comes from Roy, who asks, what do I think about running a practice without the hassles of dealing with insurance forms and payments? How feasible is it to reduce the cost of the services to the point where they are affordable to clients without insurance? And this is a great question, and I'll tell you why. It seems like in today's world, with all the hassles, as Roy pointed out, of insurance companies, people are looking at alternatives. And one of those alternatives is doing what is being termed as direct pay practices. That means you work directly with the patients in order to get paid and to be reimbursed for your services, rather than working with a third-party insurance company who may or may not pay you anything that you think is either fair or on time. They may still want the patient to pay a huge amount of that or a good amount of that. And it's also very, very expensive to the practice owner to bill insurance companies. So a lot of people are looking to do this also as a way to reduce the cost of healthcare. And when we're not having to pay for doing the billing, the cost of doing billing with the insurance companies, we actually can pass that directly on to our patients and lower our costs significantly. And so we do see a lot of physicians, nurse practitioners, and PAs changing their practice model over to one that accepts cash only. So I think that that is a good thing, certainly from the clinician's point of view, but can also be a good thing from the patient's point of view, because it also opens up access to more affordable care for the patients. Now, on the other hand, there's going to be a group of patients who are not at all going to be happy with this, because they pay for their insurance. They either get it through an employer, or they pay out of pocket for their insurance. And particularly if they're paying for their insurance, they want to be able to utilize their insurance. So I know that that's true for me. I pay a healthy amount of money every month for an insurance plan, and while I don't want to use the insurance because I don't want to have to see a provider, if I do have to, I do want to be able to utilize my insurance. Of course, it's changing for all of us because our deductibles are going up. Regardless of what we've done with our plans, the insurance company is requiring more deductibles, more copays, and that sort of thing. So for a lot of people, these direct pay practices are really life-saving because they can access your care at a much lower cost. They get the benefit of seeing you. Oftentimes, practices that have a direct pay model actually spend a little bit more time with patients, which is also a very good thing. So you've got both the patients that will win in this kind of a model and also the providers that will win in this kind of a model. So it certainly is, I think, feasible and doable, and it's being done every single day in all different types of practice settings. Now, how do you make sure that it's going to work? It usually takes a little bit more time for you to build that practice so that you have enough of the cash patients coming into your practice. You need to really understand the demographics of the kinds of patients that you're going to be seeing. You're going to need to understand where they are, what their problems are, and how you can market to them. How are they going to hear you above all the other noise that goes out there in the marketplace? Because you're going to have to attract those people into your practice. And you're also going to have to do a lot of education as to why this is a good thing, what the benefits are to them. For instance, they can take care of maybe some preventative things that they might not have been able to do before, and thus stay healthier longer. So definitely doable, but you just have to really do your homework, know what's in your community, know what the needs are in your community, and how you're going to reach those patients that would be taking advantage of your particular services. So I hope that really helps Roy and everybody else who is asking about direct pay practices, cash practices. You can probably find some more information on our blog at npbusiness.org. And if you have a question that you want to have us answer, please either respond below the video here for wherever you see it, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube or on our blog, or go ahead and send us an email at npbohelp@gmail.com. Thanks, and I will see you next time with another question to be answered. Bye-bye now.